Hello and welcome to Andy's Amateur Adventures. Today I'm going to be repairing my dryer. About a year ago I moved from Washington to Hawaii and the movers broke the controller on my dryer. And this will be how I repaired it. And here I am zooming in and you can see that the knob is broken off. It looks like it's just a broken off knob, which would have been like a couple dollar repair. Unfortunately you see me pushing the new knob in and it freeze spins. That's because the plastic on the inside got broken and it no longer has any traction, so you have to replace the entire control piece on the inside. And you see the plastic that's sticking out, that is the part that needs to be replaced. And let me just set the camera down here. I'm going to show you how the two pieces connect. There goes the dial and the controller, and the dial just sits on the controller, and then you have a nice good connection and you can rotate it. And it's a little bit tight there, but that happens with pretty much all new controllers. So I start here by just turning the dryer out and then I unplug the thing. It's very important whenever you're doing anything that has to do with electronics, which this is an electronic dryer, always disconnect the power from it before you start working on it. The next thing I'm going to do is remove the screws that cover the top part of it, or the top part of the rear panel. You don't need to get into the bottom part of the rear panel at all, and I'll put the type of socket I use in the description. But you can use a flathead screwdriver or a socket wrench. It's a lot easier with the socket wrench because these are not bolts, they're screws that have socket heads on them. So while I'm taking all those screws out, I'll let you know that this is a brand name Amana dryer. And one thing I like about Amana stuff is that they have all of their parts available for purchase online, and they also have technical diagrams and repair instruction manuals online that you can get for free, and it's open for regular consumers or for professional repairmen to use. So very, very right to repair friendly. That's one thing I like about the company. One thing I don't like about the company is sometimes it takes a long time to get your replacement parts. I ordered the parts in September of 2022 and they arrived in late May of 2023. And I'm recording this on the last week of May 2023 or the first week of June, sometime in there. But now as we continue with the repair, you see I got the rear cover off, and there's several pieces in there that I need to unplug. And it's just wiring harnesses that you go ahead and take out. There's a ground and then 3 wiring harnesses that you unplug, and then the controller, it's not held in with screws, it's little plastic pieces that you'll see here in a little bit. I have some difficulty getting those little plastic pieces off. Or correction, getting the control box unstuck from those little plastic pieces. I also have a little bit of trouble getting this rear wire, this one last wiring harness taken off. And I did end up needing to go get some additional tools to take that out there. So you see I tried to press the little plastic clips in with the screwdriver on one side and then pull it out. It didn't work. I ended up needing to set my camera down, and I had to go grab some long needle nose pliers to get it off. And even with those long needle nose pliers, I still had some difficulty just because the plastic itself was so old that it was very hard and not really pliable anymore. So I ended up needing to set the camera down to get at it. And I'll fast forward through where I had to rigmarole it to get everything out, and then finally get the last little bit of the wiring harness off. But now we're back to real time. So here I am, I'm just putting the new control box on there. Now one good thing about the plastic little snaps is that it's toolless to actually put it on there. But I just put it on there without using tools, and then I connected the ground, and then I connected the two power wiring harnesses that power the various things inside the dryer. And then I connected the control wiring harness, which is the one that goes to the center at the end. And that's the one that goes to the actual dial, which tells the dryer what to actually do. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the rear cover back on, and I'll speed back up as I tighten all these screws back down. So to finish off, I tighten the screws back down, I plug the machine back in, slide it back to where it's going to be sitting, and then I put the knob back on and I turn it on to test it. And here we are to test it. Well, let's see if it goes. And I'll call that a successful repair. I'll be glad that I won't have to use my needle nose pliers to adjust my knob anymore and put my dryer on mystery settings whenever I need to dry some laundry. I hope you have a great day. I know I will.